Hello and welcome to Black Money Daily, economic news from our point of view. We release a podcast every weekday at lunchtime. I want to say a special happy Columbus Day to all my American listeners and a happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadians. Don't forget to subscribe. And now, here's the news. Congratulations to Killer Mike and the Greenwood Bank. They received tens of thousands of account opening requests within 24 hours of their pre-launch. Greenwood was created by Bounce TV founder Ryan Glover and Killer Mike. The leadership team also includes former Atlanta Mayor Andrew Young. They unveiled their new platform on last Thursday after raising more than $3 million in seed funding over the summer. While the bank doesn't open until January, the company launched its website on Thursday, and there is already a waiting list for those who want to open an account at Greenwood Bank. Founder Ryan Glover stated that Americans have been banking online almost exclusively at higher rates in recent years. Yet there were no digital banking solutions that specifically cater to the Black and Latinx communities. That's until Greenwood. In 2017, about 17% of Black Americans did not even have a bank account, compared to just 3% of white Americans, according to an FDIC study. Founder Ryan Glover and his counterparts want to change that. Americans are racing to create new businesses during the pandemic. Many believe this is one positive sign for an economic recovery. Applications to start businesses are at their highest level in more than a decade. Requests have jumped nearly 40% over this time last year. This trend is very encouraging, according to Joseph Brucelius, chief economist at RSM US. After a deep recession, you want a chunk of displaced workers to feel confident that they can take advantage of pro-business conditions like low interest rates and strike out on their own. In contrast, in 2008, new business applications did not noticeably increase until after the recession. Brucelius says that this is one signal that the recovery at that time wasn't going as planned, and that the damage from people losing their homes, cars, and equity ran deep. It's time for our people and our businesses to be ready for when the economy goes back on the uptick again. Facebook has launched hashtag #BuyBlackFriday in a campaign to support Black-owned businesses. Facebook is launching a 3-month quote-unquote season of support initiative for small businesses, starting with a campaign to highlight Black-owned businesses, which are closing twice as fast as others during the pandemic. The hashtag #BuyBlackFriday initiative includes toolkits and other resources for Black-owned businesses, new Facebook app features encouraging people to share posts supporting these businesses, as well as a weekly Friday show featuring owners, entertainers, and musical artists. The campaign runs from October 30th through November 27th. Facebook will spotlight a Black-owned entrepreneur on the live hashtag #BuyBlackFriday show every week. And the company is also offering events and resources through its app and a Lift Black Voices hub. Today's show is sponsored by the 10K Project. We have an upcoming event called Building Wealth is Less Complicated Than You Think. We're discussing some practical, easy to implement tips that can take you from zero to wealth builder. Come and learn how. Monday, October 12th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can visit the10kproject.com to register. There is no charge to attend. The White House is pushing for a limited coronavirus relief bill as a broader efforts meet resistance. The U.S. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and the White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows called on Congress yesterday to pass a coronavirus relief bill using leftover funds from the Small Business Loan Program, as negotiations on a more comprehensive package face resistance. Their proposal was the latest twist in the on-again, off-again talks to try to secure more stimulus money for the economy. President Trump has offered a $1.8 trillion coronavirus relief bill or relief package on Friday while he was speaking with Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. She and the Democrats are pushing for a $2.2 trillion package. The Dems seem to be working with an all or nothing approach, while the Republicans want to pass things in piecemeal. Do you know who Mellody Hobson is? She is a philanthropist. She's the co-CEO of Ariel Investments, and she is the wife of Star Wars creator George Lucas. Well, Mellody Hobson has gifted her alma mater, Princeton University, with a major donation to construct a new residential college on the site of one previously named after Woodrow Wilson. And now, Ms. Hobson's name will replace Woodrow Wilson's name on the residential building after it is built. It's the first to be named for a Black woman. Woodrow Wilson, among other things, championed segregation of workers in federal agencies during his time in the White House. Hobson says, open quote, "My hope is that my name will be a reminder for future generations of students, especially those who are Black and brown, and the first in their families, that they belong to. Renaming Wilson College is my very personal way of letting them know that our past does not have to be our future," close quotes. And every Monday is Money Monday. We bring you a personal finance tip for you. Today's personal finance tip is all around credit scores. We all know that credit scores are important, but what is a good credit score? Financial expert Clark Howard has some information for us. So let's start from the beginning. Credit scores range from 300 to 850. According to Experian, a good credit score is anything from 670 to 739. A very good credit score is 740 to 799, and an exceptional credit score is above 800. Fair credit is from 580 to 669, and poor credit is below 579. In 2019, the average FICO score nationally was 706. And if you get around a 760, you're going to get the same benefits as someone who has a perfect credit score of 850. So how can you improve your score? Well, 35% of your credit score is from your payment history. 30% is based on the amounts owed, 10% from new credit, 10% from your credit mix, and 15% from your credit history length. So hopefully that gives you some things to work on. That's it for today's podcast. We'd love to hear your comments. Have you pre-registered for an account at Greenwood Bank? Have you started a new business during the pandemic? Will you participate in Facebook's hashtag #BuyBlackFriday events? Do you believe the White House and Congress will ever pass a second stimulus relief? Don't forget about our fireside chat, Building Wealth is Less Complicated Than You Think, on Monday, October 12th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can register at the10kproject.com. It is free to attend. And tell us what you think. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend or two about Black Money Daily.